An introduction of an ordinance to amend the Fountain Valley Municipal Code 10.64.010 to establish regulations related to electric bicycles, e-bikes, and include definitions of e-bikes and similar conveyances, to implement training and educational programs for e-bikes, 3, amend Fountain Valley Municipal Code to include regulations for e-bikes in parks. Presentation by Brian Mosher, our police sergeant. Welcome, Sergeant Mosher.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. I'm here today to discuss an important issue that impacts the safety and well-being of our community, the regulation of electric bicycles, e-bikes in the city of Fountain Valley. Let me make sure I can get this computer going. I hit the arrow up. Did I do that right? Side arrow? Side arrow? All right, apologize. I had issues with it last time. So. E-bikes have rapidly grown in popularity here in Fountain Valley. They're used by people of all ages, adults and minors alike, on our streets, in our parks, and on our bike lanes. While these bikes offer an eco-friendly, efficient mode of transportation, there is significant concern that many riders, particularly younger ones, lack necessary training, testing, and licensing to operate them safely. This lack of preparation, education increases the risk associated with e-bike use. One of the most pressing issues is the speed at which these e-bikes can travel. While standard models can reach speeds of 28 miles an hour, we're seeing modifications where versions can go as fast as 60. This increase in speed has contributed to the rise of collisions, personal injuries, leading to significant traffic disruptions and safety concerns in our community. Oops. The need for regulation. Currently, state oversight of e-bikes is limited, leaving many risks unaddressed. This gap of regulation has placed a burden on our local authorities, as evidenced by the growing number of calls Fountain Valley Police Department has seen and the increasing e-bike related injuries. It's clear that we need a local regulations to manage these risks and to enhance public safety. Our proposed solution is to address these concerns. We propose updating the municipal code to include specific rules of e-bike operation within the city of Fountain Valley. The goal is simple: to ensure the e-bikes are used safely and responsibly. Additionally, suggest implementing training and education programs, particularly targeting young riders to promote awareness to traffic laws and safety practices. Can you change from? It didn't want to go. Thank you. One of the parts that we are looking to amend or add to is to provide specific definitions. So a key component of this proposal is updating the FVMC 64.010 to include clear definitions for various types of electric bicycles, mopeds, motor-driven cycles, and pocket bikes. By doing so, we can ensure that our regulations are not only clear, but they're enforceable, which is essential to our effective governance. So I'm going to kind of read what's on the list there. Electric bicycle is a bicycle equipped with fully operational pedals with an electrical motor of less than 750 watts as defined by California Vehicle Code Section 312.5 alpha. Moped or motorized bicycle is any 2- or 3-wheeled device having fully operative pedals for propulsion by human power or having no pedals, and if powered solely by electrical energy, has an automatic transmission and a motor which produces less than 4 gross brake horsepower and is capable of propelling the device at a maximum speed and not more than 30 miles per hour on level ground as defined by California Vehicle Code 406 alpha. Motor-driven cycle, is a motorcycle with a motor that displaces less than 150 cc's per California Vehicle Code Section 405. Pocket bike is a 2-wheeled motorized device having a seat or saddle for use of the rider that is not designed or manufactured for highway use. A pocket bike does not include off-highway motorcycle as defined in California Vehicle Code Section 436. If we can go to the next slide, I'm sorry. This is the e-bike operation rules that we're proposing. we're proposing adding FVMC 10.64.065, which specifically addresses the safe operation of e-bikes. This section will prohibit unsafe riding practices on both public and private property, with examples including riding on sidewalks without caution, failing to yield to traffic, and operating the e-bike in a manner which is not designed for. These rules are crucial for protecting all road users. So listed here, I don't know if you guys prefer me to read through these, and I can, what the unsafe manner is, but it's listed there. This is the municipal code that we are putting forth. If we go to the next page, please. One of the items we were going to add with this is the park safety to incorporate the e-bikes. Given the increasing popularity of e-bikes, we must consider their impact on public spaces like our city parks. Therefore, we are proposing amending FVMC 12.08.100 to include e-bikes in the list of prohibited vehicles in the city parks. This will help address safety concerns for pedestrians and other park users. So in the bolded area, we are adding the electric bicycle, moped, motor-driven cycle, pocket bike, or any other motorized or electric conveyance. Next page, please. I know this is going to come up, and you're going to ask me what our training plan is, so I'm just going to go ahead and provide it for you. So part of the training plan is to spread e-bike safety information and tips through social media, the city and police department websites, as well as through schools' Parent Square application. Probably ask you, what's Parent Square application? It's a platform where information about school events, updates is sent directly to the parents. So we can, blast that information out to them, provide the tips, tell them what they should be telling their children. In the future, the department will hold mandatory training sessions for e-bike riders and parents who plan to ride e-bikes to school in Fountain Valley. Upon completing the training, students will be issued a permit to ride their e-bikes to school. So I think this is very important. This will make sure that each of them has been trained. Coming up, which you had heard, October 2nd, the school district and the police department are putting on training for e-bikes. The benefits of the regulations, benefits of these proposed regulations are clear. By enhancing public safety, we will reduce accidents, injuries, creating a safer environment for all. Moreover, by promoting responsible e-bike usage, we ensure that riders are well-informed and capable of using these vehicles safely. In conclusion, there is a pressing need for local regulations of the e-bikes in the city of Fountain Valley. By updating our municipal code and implementing training programs, we can mitigate these risks associated with e-bikes and enhance public safety. I urge the council to consider the proposed changes and move forward with their approval. I'd like to thank you all for your time this evening, and if you guys have any questions, let me know.
All right. Well, thank you for that in-depth report. We really appreciate that. Any questions, Sergeant Mosher? Vice Mayor Bowie?
Thank you. So the education part, it's important, which is great. I was just wondering, is there a cost associated to those who need that educations? And if there's a cost after that, would you issue some type of, I don't know, like a e-bike pass that you took the training? Because so that way, when the officers, address the riders, that, well, I've been training, well, how do I know? Or here's my e-card training, whatever.
Correct. It's an ongoing process, but what you're referring to is what our plan is to implement this in the school. We will have some sort of record keeping that'll be on our side of knowing who's had the training, and their parents will be present during these. We're following suit of the other agencies that are doing the same thing. So we want to make sure that everybody understands, because these bikes are dangerous. And I don't think the parents know when they're spending $5,000 on some of these bikes, how dangerous it is and the increasing injuries that we've been having associated with these bikes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, we have a request to speak by Lyle Chappelle. So welcome, Lyle. All right, I don't know, Rick, are you ready for him? Sorry.
Yeah. Lyle, are you there?
Okay, can you hear me all right? Yeah, thank you.
Yep. You have 3 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry?
You have 3 minutes.
Great, thank you. Mr. Mayor and Council, it's good to see all of you again. I can see you can't see me. I knew it was going to be a long meeting, so sorry I couldn't join you in person. I appreciate the council getting this on the agenda. It appears to be an issue all over the county. as you know, I spoke at the council here over the last few months because we had a rather significant problem at Harper Park with them all over the place. And it's died down some over the last few months as we've talked to parents and certainly the support from Officer Mosher and the police and Rod Frizzell have been out there plenty and they've been working on it. But I don't want to be that guy in the neighborhoods yelling at kids to get off my lawn. You know, it's really that concept of it's not safe either. These guys are, you know, they're cutting across traffic, driving on the wrong side of the road, cutting people off. And we all remember when I'm kids, I'm a lot older than most of you, but, you know, I had a bike license. I had training in Fullerton. I don't remember any helmets. But, you know, if I didn't follow the rules, my bike was going to get taken away. And my kids were certainly trained. So I really think what the city is doing is the right answer to get them educated. You know, every time I turn a corner, I'm expecting to see an e-bike cut me off, and I don't want to be the guy that hits a kid either, and I don't think anybody else does either. So I think this is great work. I mean, I'd like to think I had something to do with it, but it's clearly all of you have been working on this a lot longer than I got involved. So, you know, great work by your staff and the council to make this change so that we can avoid some future injuries or possibly some kid get killed out there. Because you're right, they're doing 30 miles an hour out there on these things, and it's not safe. So again, thanks for all the great work. I really appreciate the council and the city staff putting the effort in to get this done. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Lyle. We appreciate your feedback. Thank you. Are there any other requests to speak?
I have no other requests to speak on this item.
Any other questions for Sergeant Mosher? Not seeing any. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
We've got a motion by Councilmember Constantine, second by Vice Mayor Bowie.
Mr. Mayor, we have another ordinance.
Oh, we have to read it. Okay, I'll let you read it.
This is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Fountain Valley amending Section 1064010 of the Fountain Valley Municipal Code to include definitions of e-bikes and similar conveyances. Adding Section 1064065 regarding e-bike and similar conveyance operation and safety regulations. And amending Section 1208100 to include e-bikes in the parks ban.
All right, thanks for always keeping me honest there. All right, we have a first and a second. Let's go ahead and vote.
Item 16 passes 4-0.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, Maggie.